This is WPTV.
Last Thursday, one of the biggest nights in video game industry happened. The Game Awards took the center stage. Now, there were some clear winners, and there were some clear losers. Not naming any names, but neither is Alec. Okay, so we have Alec, Michele, and Zack with us today. So guys, the Video Game Awards, what happened?
A lot.
A lot happened.
A lot. There was a crazy guy on stage.
There was Death Stranding, which is just mind-blowing as is.
But also the crazy guy.
The crazy guy called out his own publishing company and said, I hate them, but here's the game they put out.
Yeah.
That's
so advertising at its finest.
Yeah, PR nightmare.
Well, I know what I'm looking up later tonight. So, like, what are you looking forward to, Michele? First of all, you said it before, but I know you want to talk about it.
Death Stranding, because it's Kojima's new game now that he's been dropped by Konami. So pretty much because PT never really happened, which was also his game, he pretty much was just, teardrop. He was just like, let me take all of my creativity and put it into one game. And it was an 8-minute long trailer that nothing made sense, but it was so horrific and so psychedelic at the same time, and it just made me so excited. I have spent the entire weekend looking up fan theories of what everything means, and I still don't know.
It didn't make me excited. It made me terrified, honestly.
I think that was the point, though, was to make you terrified, which would
it made me
then make
terrified
you
in the wrong way.
Oh.
I was like, no, I'm not getting this game at all. It probably isn't me problem. Yeah.
So Nintendo had 14 nominations. 14 nominations. That's amazing. What are they doing right? Well, they've always done everything right.
Yeah, I mean,
but they won Best Game of the Year, right? With Breath of the Wild. So, I mean, that was that was a slam dunk.
Yeah,
of course they're gonna win with that.
I think they did an amazing job just because they finally made a game that wasn't just for kids. They always get reamed for having the most basic controls and a basic interface, but now they finally made that basic simplistic nature for everybody, and everyone loved the game finally, and it's their first Game of the Year win since the awards inception in 2003. So like, I'm really proud of them. I think it's amazing. I think they should have gotten so many other awards for so many other games, but I'm glad that Breath of the Wild is the one that finally got it for them.
Yeah, because it has like ratings, it's the best rated game since Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
64.
Many people consider it to be one of the best games.
Yeah, it is probably one of the best Zelda games ever.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can definitely see why they would win that. But another question is Tekken versus Injustice 2. So Injustice 2, I believe, defeated.
It won.
Defeated Tekken. So what happened there? Tekken's like classic.
Yeah, but
Zack.
I mean,
It rightfully won.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, recently, especially because how well Injustice and Injustice 2
superheroes
did.
are everywhere nowadays.
Exactly. I mean, superheroes are big. Superheroes are very big. You can't go anywhere, movie, TV shows, any of it without seeing superheroes. And the game, Injustice 2 did it well. Not only did it have good fighting mechanics, but the story itself is also fun to play through and go through. And like going off, especially after the last game where you were invested in the story, I can understand why it would be Tekken, because Tekken's been a good fighting game, but it's never really had much story to it.
Yeah, it never really has.
No, Injustice 2's story was fantastic. I mean, it was just literally the best thing that they put out there, and it made you interested. Like, I looked at Injustice 1, and I was like, all right, what else can they do? And then it's Injustice 2, I was like, I did not see that coming, but I'm not mad that they did it. And it's still a tremendous game that I keep playing today.
It had its own story.
It has its own comic book run, too.
Yeah, its own comic book?
Yeah.
Didn't it come with a comic book?
The first one did.
Yeah,
the first one did.
Yeah, so you can nerd before you nerd.
Pretty much.
So, further nerding.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So, like, okay, my next question is the strategy game. I know you're mad, Alec. We talked about this before.
It makes no sense.
Mario and what, the Rabbids?
Mario and Rabbids Battle beat out XCOM 2. Total War, Warhammer, and Halo Wars 2. And while Halo Wars 2 is a console RTS and it's not traditionally part of the strategy game, makeup, I'm upset about XCOM because Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle took the XCOM success, said, what if we made this user interface for children and replaced all the characters in XCOM with children's characters, essentially dumbing down the game. and then re-release it for our younger demographic, and it won Game of the Year over the thing it stole from. And that just upsets me because XCOM is still an amazing game. And while I say, yeah, little kids should probably not play it because they don't understand the complexity of the game, I'm furious that 3 legitimate strategy games lost out to baby's first strategy game. And that makes me upset because the strategy game is so much more than cute, cuddly characters.
So you're mad.
A little, just a little. If I stressed the littlest
tidbit.
amount.
Gotcha. So what's your opinion on that, Zack?
I mean, I can understand why the game won. I'm not necessarily for the fact that it should have won, but it does reach out to a larger fan base between having Mario and Rabbit fans, younger audiences. Like, it can reach out to more people that would then vote for it and want it to win. And it does take the excellent mechanics of XCOM and put it into the game. So having the mechanics along with the characters and the franchise and everything put all together, it makes some sense why it won. Not necessarily that it should have, but it does. 2 + 2 = 4 in this case.
Yeah, no, not a well-deserved award.
No.
It sounds like.
No.
Because it's like if they really tried to, like, I don't know, those rabbits. I never thought they were much fun. I never thought they
It was
were that
2 dead
cute.
franchises
But
with
it's like
one
you're
dead
just
with one
cramming
good
them all
franchise
together.
mechanics. And that was it.
Michele,
makes me
are you
upset.
upset about this as well?
I mean, unpopular opinion, I don't like Nintendo. I don't
What's
like
wrong?
Mario. I don't know.
Fair
I don't
enough.
like it.
Take the back.
'Cause-
Let's get the
I mean, going off of what Alex said, you're going off of, like, it's 3 real strategy games. You have XCOM, you have Warhammer, and then I don't remember what the last one was.
Halo Wars.
Halo
Yeah,
Wars.
Halo Wars.
They're the 3 of them are actual strategy games. While Mario,
He's not really one
Mario.
for like strategy
No.
games.
No.
No,
No.
not at all. This is
like
supposed to be just
XCOM
fun.
and
They're
like
just cute.
Warhammer are like actual established franchises that have made strategy games that are really good. So it just made no sense as to why they won.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Mario and Rabbids. How about that? Anyway, that wraps up the VGAs. But don't go anywhere. Up next, we have Greg with a list that has to be checked twice. We'll be right back. I can't believe it.